Shalom, Akims and Aquims. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. We'd like to give all praises and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakak Radash. Double honor to the apostles and elders and bishops of the great millstone that taught us this truth. And blessings and salutations to you hopeful elects that are out there pushing this truth in sincerity. And also, thank you, a great Tawada, to you Akims and Aquims that are coming into this truth. You're eating this roll, Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. You're waiting in the wings for your opportunity to Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Warn our people. Let our people know that they're on the wrong path. Let the 2/3 know that they're on the wrong path, that they should repent to the Mashiach Yahushua, lest ye be destroyed. Okay? And that's just the bottom line. All right? That's just the bottom line. 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. Seek ye the living power, or be put to death. Okay? Welcome to part 2 of Israelite women. This message is for you. Okay? This is part 2. We left off on Isaiah. Okay. Okay, we left off on verse 25 and 26. Okay. Of Isaiah chapter 3. Talking concerning you women and the different things that y'all are going through. I mean, because there are many of you women that are really trying to come into this truth. You're trying to grow, but the very thing that's screwing y'all around is the fact that there are so many obstacles that are in y'all way that's preventing y'all from being able to come into this truth. I'm trying to adjust this thing just right. Remember, I'm low vision blind, okay? So I have to have these, I use the black screen, and I have to adjust these letters, this thing just right so I can see I can see it enough to give it, So we're going down here to verse 25 and 26. That's where we left off. Okay, and we're going to go straight off into it. Now this is concerning the mighty young men of war. See, because you women, y'all are going to lose everything that y'all have. Y'all are going to lose all your different, clothing, chains of the pearl, and, all your little gadgets and gadgets, your sugar daddies and everything. Okay. Also, your mighty young men of war. Verse 25. This is Isaiah chapter 3, King James Version. Verse 25, starting off. Thy men shall fall by the sword. Okay, what that mean? That's talking about here during a time of martial law, okay? Because it's about to be another terrorist attack. Some say the terrorist attack has already, a devastating terrorist attack greater than 9/11 has already happened, and it's called C-19. Okay, because of so many people has perished because of it. Some people call that a terrorist attack. Okay, but there's something far greater coming, far greater than that. How about a type of virus or sickness or airborne sickness that infects people, and within 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4, they die. And it be infectious. The breath that they breathing out causes them, causes anyone that breathes in, that's near them, to become infected. And in 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4, they die. Okay, but the mighty young men that should fall by the sword. Also, you have martial law troops. They're going to be coming into the neighborhoods during the time of martial law, and they're going to be looking for these young men, age 18 through 32, going to be gathered up off the streets. okay, and took into the FEMA camps for some are going to be taken to the FEMA camps because of the martial law, and some are going to be taken to boot camp. Okay, took into boot camp, and they're gonna be given a 6 to 8 week crash course training. It's supposed to be 13 weeks for boot camp, but they're going to get a crash course training. Okay, and then they're going to be placed on the front lines, given an AR-15 or AK, plenty of ammunition, and placed on the front line and used as human shields on the battlefield. Okay, and the mighty in the war. Okay, and the mighty in the war. They're going to, in the war on the battlefield, they're going to be using microwavable weaponry. Okay, hot and cold lasers. Okay, gamma ray. Okay, so when they aim it over a wide field, expanded area, the guys inside their foxholes or barracks, their insides are going to be cooking. They're going to be cooking, literally. Like a hot dog in a microwave. Like an egg. That they jump up and try to run, they're gonna just burst. Poof. So a lot of young men just flat out is not going to make it. You're just simply not going to make it. And this is verse 25 and 26 is talking about the draft. This is talking about the draft. This is the draft that verse 25 and 26 is talking about. And her gates shall lament and mourn. Okay, because all around you women, all y'all gonna see is death and devastation and destruction. Y'all gonna be brought down low. Okay, to sit in the dust. Okay, on your naked derriere. Okay, and especially you pretty fine young women that just so all that you used to having so many simps on your media pages. You got 100 trillion followers and all this, but when the time come, nobody's going to follow you. They're going to grab hold of you women, and they're going to have their way with your women, and 911 is going to be shut off. There is not going to be any ambulance, police, or fire department services. The Bible says every man and woman is going to be on their own, and child. And she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. Okay? Talking about you women. Okay? Black, Latino, Native American, Indian women, y'all gonna be going through a horrible situation, because this here chapter 3 is talking primarily, particularly concerning y'all and the things that y'all gonna be going through. Let's go off into let's see. We're gonna go off into okay. We're gonna go on off into chapter 16. Okay, and let's see. Can we get this here? We're gonna go all the way down. Let's see. Let's read one first. Let's read one first. Okay. This verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Why? Because America is known as spiritual Egypt, spiritual Syria, Babylon, sister Babylon, and spiritual Asia. Okay? And also, this is the great melting pot for all the many different nations. Okay? Woe is going to come unto America. Okay, I'm going to go down here, straight down here to oh shoot. It froze up. Can you believe that? It froze up. Let's do this. And then bring it back up. And see what it do then. Let's see. Here we go. See, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that. All right. A verse, these gadgets and gadgets of Esau. Now we're gonna go straight off in the verse, starting off 33, second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 33. The virgins shall mourn. Okay, remember Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. The women shall mourn. Okay, because now when this says virgin, this is not talking about actual virgins. Okay, this is talking about young women. Alama, okay, is the Greek word alama. Okay, shall mourn, having no bridegrooms, because they're gonna be sent off to war. Okay, women shall mourn, having no husbands. Okay, because they're going to be sent off to the war. Plus, killed during the time of martial law, because in the streets there is not going to be any law but the martial law, and they're going to be going the same thing that you see happening in Ukraine. When the Russian soldiers go in, they kick in doors, they grab the men, bring them out to the front of the house, ask them some questions, and then shoot them dead. And then they rape the women and the children. These are the things that's going to be happening in America. In America, that's coming. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers, because there's not going to be any helpers for you women. You know how y'all are used to having guys just fawn all over y'all. Guys to fix y'all cars, come mow your grass, wash your car, a sugar daddy to pay your cell phone, you know what I'm saying, and your bills and different things. Y'all used to having things the way y'all want. Y'all used to having guys just milked all over y'all. All that's coming to a close in that day. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. That means killed. Okay? Flat out. They're going to be killed. When you see those prison buses line up on the main streets and the some of the side streets, once you see the young guys load up on those prison buses, they're going to be taken to the FEMA camps. They're going to be taken to the boot camps. Okay, you're not going to see them ever again anymore. You're not going to see them no more. They're going to be killed in the war. They're going to be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine, because there's not going to be anything to eat. The time is coming when it's going to be more than just a famine of the word. Amos chapter 8 verse 11. It's also going to be a famine of food and water all across the land. Every man, woman, and child are going to have to fend for themselves. Okay? That's just simply what's to come. Hear now these things and understand them, ye saints of the Lord. See, because us saints of the Lord, the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, we hear these things. We understand these things of the word, and we're preaching them to y'all for y'all to understand them. That's why you tuned into this video right now, so you can receive the edification, spiritual edification of stores that you can store up in your spiritual cistern for when the time comes, or during the hour of darkness. And you're going to need something to hold on to. You can hold on to this wisdom, this knowledge. Okay? Amos, Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? These are the things that's coming upon the earth. Okay? And there's nothing that can be done to chase these things away, to pray these things away, to boycott these things away, to march these things away. Y'all cannot turn to your Christian church, your Catholic church, your NAACP, your NRA, your whatever you have. These systems are going to be broken down. America is going to be in a state of collapse. The American dollar only worth 3 cents. It's going down. Okay, and so, there's so much you need to understand. Behold the word of the Lord. Okay, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Okay, because our leaders here, the leaders of this world, are misguiding, misleading the people. Some of them think that they are as gods to the people, and they don't want to yield no control to understanding of yielding to the word. No, and they don't want to push the word, and they're more like T.D. Fakes or Joyce Liars, and people listen to them. I used to listen to T.D. Jakes. But, he's just nothing more than a good motivational speaker, and he throw in a few scriptures, That's it. He's not telling our people the truth, that we're Hebrew Israelites, okay? Behold, the plagues draw nigh. Okay, what plagues? Well, go to the book of Exodus. Okay, the plagues that Yahweh had rained down on Egypt. Okay, during the time when Moses went there and was there to free us and to march us out of that house of bondage. Okay, and are not slacked. Okay, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Okay, they will be in full, complete power once Yahweh levies them down upon. Okay, the heathens, Edomites, and the 2/3. Okay, verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. Okay, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Because when you women, that don't have children, when y'all are in labor, when y'all are in labor, y'all are in pain, y'all going through much pain within y'all wombs. Okay. Let me get this back then. Let's see. Second area. Let me get this back down here. Okay. Let's see what we're going. Okay, try to get this back down. We get back down. We'll do verse 38. Okay, 34. Okay, and 42. Okay, Shalakia. Okay, verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack. Because just like pregnancy happens, just like labor happens, just like the birth happens, the plagues that Yahweh is going to levy upon America, that's going to happen as well. These, remember, what we bring to y'all is the word, the prophecies of Yahweh. Yahweh, he uses us, his sons, as his voice, his servants, his saints, his battle axes. Okay, he uses us to bring forth as prophets his word to tell y'all, to let y'all know, so that way y'all cannot say, well, I didn't know. The Lord said, Yahweh said, if I would not have come and if I would not have spoken, they would not have sinned. Now that I have come, now that I have spoken, they no longer have any cloaking for their sins. Okay, that is simply the way that is. Okay, to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. Okay, every side. And there's nothing that can be done to stop it, because this is the will of Yahweh. Okay, America has become exceedingly wicked, foul, vile, and wicked. Okay, with every foul, wicked spirit there is, it's right here in America. All of them. Okay. So, oh my people, hear my word. Okay, hear the Lord's word. Make ye ready to the battle, because that's what's coming. So that means gird up your loins, gather this spiritual word. Okay, receive it within your spiritual cistern, so it can be stored up, so you can have this to hold on to, because this word is what sustains us through all times. And in those evils, bad times, be even as pilgrims, okay, upon the earth, as pilgrims. That means be ready to uplift and go. Some of us are going to be able to bug out, and some of us, Yahweh has set plans for us to bug in. Me, I'm low vision blind. I'm a shut in. I'm hoping, I'm hoping to bug in for real. Verse 41. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. Because, having something, selling something, these are things that merchants would love to do. But when the time comes, when America collapses, you're not going to be able to sell, trade, anything. People are going to be out to steal, kill at will, not sell. Okay? Use what you got to sustain yourself and protect yourself. Okay? Psalms chapter 34 verse 7. The angels of the Lord encampeth around and about them that fear him and delivereth them. Us, hope for the elects, we're looking for Yahweh Shai to provide for us. Okay? Isaiah chapter 65 verse 13. Behold, my servants, they shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants, they shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants, they shall rejoice and have gladness of heart, but ye shall be ashamed and have everlasting damnation. You remember, the Lord is going to do away with the haughtiness, okay, and the arrogancy is going to be brought down to low, okay. So people are going to have to get themselves in gear, get battle ready, okay. John chapter 6 verse 63. It is the spirit that quickens us. The flesh gaineth nothing. The words that I speak to you are of spirit and they are of life. It's time that you come over to this path, and you women, you Aquim, y'all going to have to realize that you're going to have to start letting go of some of those things that's out there that's holding y'all in peril, that's keeping y'all from making it to this righteous path. Because when Yahweh Shai gets here, if you not cloaked with the word, then that means you're wearing strange apparel. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 8. And he's going to destroy the princes and the king's children. Okay? Because they're not going to have on proper apparel. What's the proper apparel? Being cloaked with the word. Okay? This word. Okay? Okay? And he that selleth, okay, and as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Because you're wasting your time buying stuff. A whole lot of stocking up people doing. Some people ain't even gonna be able to make it back to their little stocked up little bug in little spot. Some people gonna get killed along the way. Some of the prophets are gonna be able to, as they are bugging out, come upon these little hideaway places that's got plenty of food, water, and wine. Because these places are sit purposely for Yahweh's sons, for us. Verse 42. He that occupieth merchandise as he that had no profit by it. Because you're going to lose it. It's going to be destroyed. Ain't nobody going to have no money to buy anything. They're going to be out to try to take and steal, rob, and kill. That's it. Take, steal, rob, and kill. That's it. And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. Okay? So that means don't cherish these things, because you're not even going to be able to keep these things. You're going to have to let these things go. He that soweth as if he should not reap. Okay? Okay? That's self-explanatory. Okay, that's like taking the time to plant a garden of fruits, and vegetables, and somebody else is going to be the one to reap it. That's what's coming. That's what's coming upon the earth. And ye women, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You need a righteous male covering. You got to have a righteous male covering. Without a righteous male covering, you cannot enter into the kingdom. Okay. So, also he that planted the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. Because in that time, Everything is going to be in complete chaos in the day of the Lord. Okay, they that married as they that shall get no children, because there ain't gonna be no honeymoon, and your children. Remember, during the time of the siege, many of the children were eaten, ate up, okay, by their parents. Okay, Galatians chapter Galatians chapter 5, verse 7 through 11. Lamentation chapter 2, verse 16 through 21. Lamentation chapter 4, verse 10. 2 Kings chapter 6, starting at verse 26, read on through. Also, you got, let's see, what else? You got, this is talking about cannibalism. Also, all of chapter, Leviticus, all of chapter 26. Okay? Just to name off a few. Okay. Verse 44. They that marry as if they not have any children. Okay. And they that marry not as the widowers. Okay. And therefore they that labor in vain. Just labor in vain. Just a waste of time. Because it's all coming to a close. And if the labor that you've been doing has not been the labor in the Lord, then you will not have any salvation to reap. If you have not put any labor into the Lord, then you don't have any salvation to reap. Verse 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits. What strangers? The Gentile strangers that's coming back to their Hebrew heritage. Okay? And they're coming back because a lot of, and they look like of the other nations. Those of you who look like this nation, like Israelites, a lot of y'all, you 2/3, y'all ain't gonna make it. You're just not gonna make it. And spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children. You see? You see? Having children as captives. You see? For in captivity and famine shall they get children. That's why those that marry, it'll be as if they're not going to have children, because to have children, for those that do have children, they will only be for the slaughter. I used to envy men that had children and a wife and family life and all that, but all of that is a trap. Esau uses all that against you. In the end, you're going to lose it all. Just like back in the days of physical slavery. We lost it all. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery. Because though people are going to be coming in and try to rob you with your merchandise and all that you have. You can't set up no store during the time of Yahweh troubles. The more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons. You see, these are things that anger the Lord. You know how you got some people that just got to have the latest car each year. They got to have renovations and different things and remodeling done on their house all the time. They're trying to keep their house looking so sparkling. They always got all these different changes of apparel of clothing that they wear. They just so all this and so all that. That's what's holding a lot of you women in peril, especially you women that have achieved something here in this white man's kingdom. You don't want to let it go. You're going to have to let it go. Verse 48. The more will I be angry with them for their sin. This is the Almighty Father Yahweh. He don't like it that you spruce up your house so wonderfully, have it looking so neat and beautiful, always smelling rosy. He don't like that. Y'all think he love these things. He don't like all that for y'all. Decking yourselves out, decking your houses out, and the more you deck your city out, you got all this pride for your city. The Lord don't like all that. He don't like for you to hear that because this is what he says. Look at what Yahweh says. Verse 48. The more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. You see? You see? You see? Verse 49. Like as an whore. Whoo! He says, like as an whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. You see? That means, ooh wee. There's some devastation coming. Yahweh, he's going to be so angry and so mad. And another thing, this is something that you're not going to hear in the Christian and Catholic churches. Okay, Yahweh visits the earth on a regular basis. Okay, he visits the earth on a regular basis. How do you know? Because there all of a sudden there are excessive wildfires where the flames seem to be alive. That's because Sirach chapter 39, verse 28, 29, and verse 30. Fire is a spirit created for vengeance. When Yahweh walks the earth, he brings fire with him. Remember, Yahweh is a swirling fire. He's our Father. Okay? You got to remember that. He visits the earth. There be wildfires, there be tsunamis, typhoons, hurricanes, floodings, earthquakes, tremors, freak deaths, babies getting killed by pit bulls jumping up, dogs. Remember, teeth of wild beasts. Okay, ripping the babies apart, bullets coming in and shooting the baby in the head, the chest, or lungs, or in vital places, kill the baby just like that. Bing. People being killed by freak deaths and stuff. These are things that Yahweh. Remember, Yahweh says, "I kill and I bring to life. I wound and I bind up." Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39, 1 Samuel chapter 2, verses 6 and 7, and Job chapter 5, verse 17, 18. The Lord, he says, I alone do these things. Okay? You got to understand this. Verse 50, so shall righteousness have iniquity, okay, when she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face, okay, when the time comes, because that level of respect and disrespect is there for the virtuous woman, that the whore has for the virtuous woman, okay. Because the virtuous woman is more upright, the whore, hey, a lot of you women have found yourselves in position of being a whore. Okay? Envying the righteous, upright woman. You see a woman riding by in a car while you on the whole strip, she got it going on. She playing her little Christian music. She got all the perfume smelling so good out the car she drive on by. And she looking at you with disgust. And you feeling lowly. You envy her. You don't have to. Because all that driving she was doing, she was on her way to the church, but she drove right by the Lord while she was on her way to the church. You still got a chance at salvation. She praying to Jesus. You come on over to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Find your righteous male covering, and we shall go on forward, entering into the kingdom together. You understand? You understand? Let's read on a little further. When he cometh, that shall defend him, and that diligently seeketh out every sin upon earth. The Lord, when he come, okay, he's gonna be seeking out the different sins that the people that you think that are so upright are not as upright as you think it. A lot of people are doing things that are behind the scenes, iniquity upon iniquity, that the Lord sees. And he does not forget. He neither sleeps nor slumber. Okay? and he provides for his sons on on both the right hand, and daughters on both the right hand and the left hand. At different times while you're out there doing your prostitution or slutting about, the things worked out for you in different times, and you know that you were sinning. The Lord still looked out for you anyway, because you his daughter, and he does care about you, and he still does have faith in you. He has faith in you. Come on over to this righteous path. You don't have to stay out there in the streets and be all like that. You can wake up and come on and be true to the Lord, for he's waiting for you. Verse 51. And therefore be ye not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof. Okay, because all that's just iniquity. Okay, you want to come out from being a part of all that. You got to learn how to bring your body out by bringing your mind out. It's difficult for some of you women because y'all used to out there using your stature on your job over men, and you don't want to bow down to a man because you got this high stature on your job. Esau gave that to you. You don't want to let it go. Many of you women that's out there even prostituting, you liking the power that you have over a guy when you use your body on him. Okay, you like the power that you have with your body. Okay, and some of you out there, you when you use the drug, okay, like you're smoking crack, okay, you take a hit off the crack pipe, and then what happens after that? You insert a man's penis either in your mouth or your vagina or your rectum. Okay, and this is what you have conditioned your body to. You smoke the crack, you do the drug, you do your drug, you have your sex. You had your sex, you got to have the drug to go with it. Some of y'all have become cross-addicted that way. Y'all can't have sex unless you got the drug. And when you do the drug, you got to have the sex. That's what's got a lot of y'all out there still hoeing. Put a stop to it all. Put a stop to it all. And come on over to the Mashiach Yahushua. Okay? Let yourself be prepared and made ready for the battle. Because what's coming ahead, your body ain't going to be able to save you. Your money on from your job ain't gonna be able to save you. Your stature on the stature that you have on your job, that ain't gonna be able to save you. Okay? For you need to make sure you understand this. All these things are gonna collapse. What do you have left? The Spirit. Come ye walk this way, for this is the way, walk ye in it. Verse 52. For yet a little iniquity. For yet a little iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. That time is coming. For all that y'all are doing is iniquity. It's going to be taken up out of the earth. It should be taken up out of the earth. What are you going to do? That means you're going to be destroyed. What are you going to do? Come on over to the righteous path. Come now while the internet is still up. You can still receive these whispers into the wind. These videos that we make are whispers into the wind over the internet for your ears to hear. This truth, this word. But this word is like a double-edged sword. Okay, that's what it is. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. Okay, cutting concerning both spirit, bone, and marrow. Okay. And you need to understand that. Verse 53. Let not the sinner say that he hath no sin, have not sinned. Because any man that gets in your face and try to act like he is not a sinner, he don't sin, he a liar, and get away from him. Any guy that comes up in your face and try to make like he is obeying Yahweh's laws, statutes, and commandments completely, and without flaw, he's lying, because there's no way that you can obey Yahweh's laws, statutes, and commandments, with judgments in full and complete totality. Esau, he has everything rigged up to where you can't. Right now, the clothes that you're wearing are mixed fabrics. We're not supposed to be wearing mixed fabrics. We're supposed to be wearing one material at a time. If you're going to wear linen, we're all linen. You're going to wear cotton, we're all cotton. You're going to wear wool, we're all wool. That's simply the way it is, because there's power, energy in clothing. Linen and wool has the highest level of energy. But if you wear both of them together, they cross each other out. Then you have zero energy, zero power, and your spirit is low. That's why you got to come into understanding of these things now, while the internet is still up and you're still able to do research and you're able to learn these things. For Yahweh provides for his sons and his daughters, both on the right hand and the left hand. You got to remember this. For he is your Father. Okay? For God shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which saith before the Lord God, and his glory I have not sinned. Okay? So you want to get away from any food that's preaching that mess. And not only that, but Proverbs chapter, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7. Go ye from him, once ye have perceived that there is no knowledge that proceedeth from his lips. Once you realize the guy that you with is talking a whole bunch of jabberish and idiotic booty chatter that really don't matter, then you should go. Flee from him. Because guess what? Yahweh is going to heap a hot coal, burning coal upon his head. You don't want to be around when that happens. Not at all. Verse 54. Behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men. Okay, so you can hide in the shadows and do your little dirt and think the Lord don't know about it. He know about it all. He know about it all. Their imaginations, he know about your imaginations. And their thoughts, he know about your thoughts. And their hearts, he know about your hearts. He know what's in your heart. Okay, he knows what's in their heart, and Yahweh knows what's in yours. Okay, that's why you're watching this video right now, because he's trying to give you a chance and opportunity to come on over to this path of righteousness. Stop sinning. Stop being out there. Stop being in it and give it up. Come on to this righteous path. That's what's working for you, ready for you. If you come this way, remember, this is the way, walk ye in it. Verse 56. Verse 55. Which spake but the word. Okay, talking about the Lord. Let the earth be made, and it was made. By the Lord speaking the word, it was made. Let the heaven be made, and it was created. Just like that. For his power is so great and so wonderful and so marvelous. And just believe, have strength. Okay, one of my first Israelite wives, my first Israelite wife. Okay, not one of, but my first Israelite wife. Okay, she was not able to get pregnant for 10 whole years. She was out there smoking crack and hoeing. Okay, that's what she was doing. She wasn't able to get pregnant for 10 whole years. Out of all that smoking crack and hoeing, she wasn't able to get pregnant for 10 whole years. Yahweh brought her my way. He brought her my way. And had me to be a physical righteous part. Okay, because remember, a man's spirit is in his fluids. A man's spirit is in his fluids. Sex is not just sex. Sex is not just sex. I contain a real righteous spirit. I'm one of Yahweh's sons. I'm one of the 144,000 righteous men of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Okay, so he had me to consummate her. Okay, placing my righteous spirit within her. Okay, and then guess what happened? I told her, I said, once it happened, your hair is going to start back growing. Your skin is going to clear up. Your nails are going to start back growing. And what happened? Her hair started back growing. Her skin cleared up. Her nails started getting longer. And I said, and I told her, her womb is going to be renewed and restored, because all of the guys that you women have had sex with that's out there in the world, many of the guys that's out there, remember, the 2/3 and the heathens and the Edomites outnumber us 1/3. So the chances of you getting hold to a wicked spirit is assured. And you out there free for all having sex. When you have sex with a wicked spirited man, remember, his spirit is in his fluids. Once he ejaculates that wicked sperm seed inside of you, it goes and he's planting a wicked seed in you, which leads to your womb being destroyed within the spiritual, leading to your womb being destroyed in the physical. which means that all of a sudden you will develop excessive bleeding, excessive bloating, excessive yeast infections, excessive crampings. Okay, your eggs will stop being produced from your ovaries like they're supposed to. Okay, because of the wicked spirit you've allowed to be planted within you. But when you come to a righteous man, just like when she came to me, when Yahweh brought her to me, I consummated her, and sure enough, just like I told her, her hair started back growing, her nails started back growing, her skin started clearing up, and her womb was renewed. She was able to get pregnant again. Yep, she was able to get pregnant again. And that was Yahweh performing a miracle in her womb, using me as a vessel, a righteous vessel. The only problem, after Yahweh did this for her, to show her that he keeps his word and he backs up the word of his sons, okay, what did she do? She reneged. She went back out to the streets, back smoking crack, and back home. So what did Yahweh do? He made sure that she got pregnant by some trick John out there, some crackhead, got her pregnant, okay? And what did Yahweh do? He snatched the pregnancy. He let the baby come out to as far as the fallopian tubes, okay? And stopped it right there, because there was no need to bring forth the baby all the way down to the womb, because the baby was only going to turn into another crack addicted baby, another drug addict, another druggie. So Yahweh stopped the pregnancy, and besides, she reneged. So what did he do? He stopped the pregnancy, and he made her womb bleed for 60 days. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Radash. And I kept trying to tell her. I kept trying to get her to come on over and study, and get this word, to study this word. No, she kept, she wanted to keep run out to the streets. At first she was doing it. She was hanging in there. She was performing her service duties like she was supposed to. She was doing like she was supposed to, and then she just started falling back off. She let go of the plow, and she went on back on off into. She reached down and picked up a wicked seed, and she allowed for it to be planted within her, and she was done. So now where is she now? Where is she now? Out there in the streets. I sent her a text message, and well, first I tried calling her first, and the phone said the text message subscriber or something or whatever is not available now, whatever. That means that she might have sold the phone for crack. Verse 57, he searches the deep and the treasures thereof. Yahweh knows all these things. Thus said the Lord. He hath measured the sea and what it containeth. The Lord knows all of the Leviathans down there. Yahweh Shai created such things. They're all down there in the oceans of the world, waiting for their opportunity, for they can come up and walk the land. Okay, verse 58. He had to shut the sea in the midst of the waters, and with his word had he hanged the earth upon the waters. Okay, that's what's going on. That's the understanding that is upon us. Okay, look at it. It's already at 49 minutes. I wanted to make this video kind of short. I'm trying to make them shorter because my videos sometimes go on. I guess I be talking too much, I guess. Verse 59. We gonna close it out. We gonna close it out. Verse 59. He spreaded out the heavens like a vault. Okay, upon the waters had he founded it. Okay, because we talking about Yahweh. Okay, we talking about Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, these things are done in the earth and the heavens because our Father created such things. Wait, it's 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Before he created anything, he first sit back and thought about it all. He considered it all. Okay, everything about your life, he considered it. Your eyes just move one way or to the other. He considered that first. What did you see when you move your eyes to this way or the other? That sight that you see, he thought about it, what you're going to see when you move your eyes. That's not just you moving your eyes to what you see. It was all planned first before you even did it. For we are all just actors in this movie that Yahweh has written. Okay, and let's be glad that we got the part where we are Yahweh's sons and daughters. Okay, let's do. We're gonna close it out on this one right here, verse 60. Okay, in the desert had he made springs of water. Okay, so that way we won't have to be thirsty. We can have water to drink, and pools upon the tops of the mountains. Okay, so we can bathe and receive freshness of water, and that the floods might pour down from the high rocks to water the earth. Okay, because the Lord used rain and he used dew to water the earth. Okay, and the Lord's word shall rain down like the dew as nourishment to us, to our spirits. Okay, to edify us, that we have something to store within our spiritual cistern, something that we need that helps us, something that you need to help you, trying to bring you into this righteous path. Hearken ye to the word, come ye to this. Walk ye in this way, for this is the way, walk ye in it. I'm your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba. I'm going to be making a series of videos concerning you Israelite women. So, the part 3 is going to be coming up, then part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7. Okay? Because that's just simply the way it is. You women, y'all, there's so much in the Bible and so much edification to help y'all that y'all need, that y'all have not been getting out there in them streets. Tune into my videos, you're going to get the spiritual word. You're going to get the edification, okay, in the spirit, because that is my duty, for I am my sister's keeper, okay? And I'm here to help you, okay? That's why we make these videos, okay? Because remember, women followed Yahweh as he walked, okay, his last walk, carrying his crossbeam. They were hopeful elect ladies. That's you. And I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. Let the righteous woman stand strong, because this is her time right now. I'm your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. Okay? And press the like button so you can continue receiving the spiritual edifications. Press the subscription button and press the little bell so you can keep receiving this edification. Okay, look at it, 53 minutes. And so until we see each other again, okay, my assignment unto you is Isaiah chapter 3. Okay, I wanted to hit Isaiah. I told you we're gonna hit Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. We're gonna get to it. Okay, we're gonna get to it. Okay, so until we see each other again, this is your Hebrew Israelite brother Mashaba here in the city of Detroit. Okay, Shalom to the hopeful elects. Okay.